Hey guys, very good evening to all of you. Welcome to the video number 394, and in this video I'm again going to talk about the file dialogues. And on that I had uploaded two videos yesterday and I think two days back, and I really appreciated your comment, and in fact many of you have liked the videos as well. And but in this video now what we're going to do is, because I talked about the file dialogues, the basics, how you basically use it. Now I'm going to tell you how you can put the filters in your file dialogues. For example, now let me just first of all, before I begin, just want to show you, for example, when this file dialog box comes, which is, let's say I click here on the open, right? When this open, basically the dialog box, that this entire picture comes in front of you, you see that it always remains here all files, and then Excel files, and then XML files, web pages. There are so many extensions. Now I just want to tell you that how you can control these extensions. So what if I'm looking for the PDF files, or what if I'm always looking for the maybe the xlsm files, the Excel macro enabled files. So what I do is, if I just go here and I just select this XML, then that according to the extension I will see only the XML file. So you can see that now I don't have any XML file which has that extension, so it says nothing, right? If I just go to the desktop, and maybe in the desktop, if I change my extension to, maybe let's say I want to see that how many text files I have got. Okay, so if I click on the text file, you see I now get to see all the text files, right? So this is something which we can control from the VBA as well. You can change, you can put this specific extension here, because by default you get to see the all files, and now you can see that I have all the Excel files coming here, some of the JPG files, PowerPoint, and it can be a problem for many of you, because if you are specifically looking for some Word document, or maybe for anything, Excel file or text file or JPG, you can control that, right? So let us go ahead and today talk about this. But before that, I want to tell you two things. One thing, obviously, because I want to appreciate my work, and the reason is that I actually got some wonderful comments, and though every day I get the good comments, good emails, but I can't cover all the things. But quickly I'm gonna discuss, I'm gonna read it out, these special comments. One of this came from the Spencer Dodge 14 hours ago, and this is what he has to say. I have been through several different VBA classes and have made several add-ins. For those who do not know what are the add-ins, go and check out my video on the add-ins. Add-ins basically is a kind of a you can say utility, a tool you can show in the ribbon, and from the ribbon you can control the entire automation, right? So can say that this is the best VBA channel out there. Please don't ever stop. Okay, well, this is something I really loved it. Please don't ever stop. So thank you so much, Spencer. Definitely we're not gonna stop. Obviously we are almost touching the 400 videos, and I have a full aim, full dedication that I'm gonna upload 1,000 videos at least on Excel VBA, Access and Access VBA, right? And there is another one, 16 hours ago, Santosh, when he saw this file dialog video, he said, "Hi Ajay, another excellent bullet from your mind." Super, really great. Thank you so much, Santosh. Indeed, these are the fantastic comments. Thank you so much. Now, for those who are watching the channel for the first time, guys, we have 44 different playlists over here. Many of you ring me and message me, email me, and even share their concern on the channel that if they want to learn the VBA, how they can do that. Well, I also take the personal classes, but otherwise, if you want to learn it from the VBA, from this online thing, then I have a playlist for you. You can just note it down. The first playlist which you need to watch is the Excel VBA introduction series, and then this is the one I'm talking about. Here you will find the 11 videos. Now when you click on that, what will happen, you may get confused how to start this, right? But for your ease, I have already written the titles in a different manner. So if it is something basic, you would find their basic word, or maybe part 1, part 2. As you can see here, have the introduction, part 1, part 2, and then part 3 and the part 4, and after that maybe can see that what exactly you want to see, right? Similarly, after the introduction VBA, you will have to go to the next playlist, which is Excel VBA loops. Okay, once you go there in the Excel VBA loops, for example, this is the one. When you click here, now you need to learn the loops. So here also you would find all the videos in the sequence, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, and so on. So these are all the basic videos, and afterwards, which doesn't talk about that, they have any part 1 or serial 1, serial 2. They are all extremely intermediate or advanced level of the videos, and you can watch it, right? But I would say first you watch all the basic videos in this series. After the loops, you need to go to the another loop which is called the Excel VBA collection loops. Now this is the access. Don't go there if you don't want to learn the access VBA. You can find it out, that Excel VBA collection loop, somewhere here, and then this is the one. Yeah, when you click on that, again you will find some basic videos, some extremely advanced videos. After learning the collection loops, guys, you can go and check this Excel VBA deal with the workbook and the sheet handling, right? Again, you will find some basic videos there. After watching this playlist, then you need to go to the Excel VBA functions, Excel VBA arrays, and then Excel VBA file handling, and then Excel VBA connecting Outlook with Excel, Excel VBA connecting PowerPoint with Excel, and Excel VBA connecting MS Access with Excel. So there is a lot of tons of the codes, tons of the playlist. I won't say tons of the playlist because I have 44 playlists, but I think that's more than sufficient for us to learn all these different 4 subjects, right? So let us come to the topic, the real topic, which is that how to tool the file dialog box. Now, in order to do that, what you need to do is, because this is going to be a little fast video, I really don't want to waste your time in explaining the things which I've already explained. Now, what you need to do is, you need to first of all find it out here, a playlist which says Excel VBA file handling. So if I just scroll up, and if I can see it, yeah, that's the one, Excel VBA file handling. Now guys, what you need to do is, here should definitely watch this video, how to use the file dialog, which is the video number 257. Long time back I recorded it. And then what you can do is, these 2 videos, 393, 394, recently I uploaded it. These are the must watch for you. You will really understand the concept. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's make the code. So I go to the Visual Basic environment, and here I'm going to write the code. Okay, so first of all, as usual, I will simply write those 3-4 lines which can display the the file dialog. So I'm gonna write here, let's say display, any name you can give to your macro, and let me increase the size of this syntax so that you don't have to work hard on understanding what I'm writing. So I'm just gonna make it 12, maybe that would be good. Yeah, great. So as you know, how we define the file dialog box is, so I just write here fl as file dialog and set fl equals to I'm going to define it application. I write here application dot file dialog. Okay, so that's what I define it. And now generally what we do is, in those previous 2 videos, this is what we used to do, just simply to show up the the item here. So we're gonna do that. And one thing I missed it, that what we want to do. So I want to use this file dialog open. Open means that I want to open the files from there. If you want to save anything, you can use the save as, right? If you want to pick up the folder, that how many files, every file which is in the folder you want to open it, use the folder picker, right? But I'm simply going to use this file dialog open. So I just use the file dialog open. Now what will happen when you run this, obviously you get to see this, the and now you can go to the desktop, you can click on the D drive, you can click anywhere, right? And you get to see all the things. Now for example, on my desktop I have the xlsm file, and you can see here there are a couple of files which must be let me just first of all use just a second, give me a second guys, because right now if you look at this, it actually shows, if I just run this, do you see that there is one magic which is happening? There is no other extension which is coming, and only PDF is coming, and in the PDF it says .xlsm. Now, are we really talking about the Microsoft Excel? How can .xlsm be created in the PDF? Well, that's my customized thing, and I did it. It happened actually by mistake. Obviously I should have written here only Excel macro files, but somehow the programming went like this. So I'm going to tell you that how I did that. This is what we are going to learn it, right? So first of all, what I will do is I will simply go ahead and come back to the original the file dialog. So just excuse me just for 1 minute, and I will be back. Okay, so I'm back now. Now I'm gonna tell you how we actually did that. So let me first of all run this. So this is you see that this is the dialog box which comes, by default all files are coming here. And if I go to the desktop, you get to see here different files. For example, I have some PPT here, .xlsx and .xlsm, and then you got bunch of images as well, like .jpg is there. And if I just scroll it down, so I have some text file as well, and there are some MS Word documents as well. So I mean, I get to see everything. Now what we're gonna do is, instead of this all files, we're gonna see only the text files, for example. So how you gonna do that? So what you need to do is, before you show up this file dialog, guys, you have to add the filter over here. So you're gonna write here filter dot fl dot, which is your, obviously the file dialog. You're gonna put the filter here and you're gonna say add, right? Now when you press space, you get to see here two parameters: description as string and extension as string. Now description can be anything, you can write whatever you want. So I'm going to write here text file only, or maybe you can write here, for example, my text files. Okay, put it within the quotes and then go to the next. Now what what is the extension of the text file? It is .txt, right? You got to put it within the quotes. Now one thing which you need to remember is that you got to put the star before this dot button. Now in Excel, star, or in even if you have a good knowledge of database, star means that it can hold n number of characters. Okay, so every file obviously will have some name, so that's why we are saying that star. So that means that before dot, anything can come, any text can come. Okay, so now if I'm going to run this, see how this is going to behave. So if I just go here, filter is going to be added. Now I'm going to open my file dialog, and if you look at this, guys, if I just click here, this is what I get to see: my text files and .txt. It is added with the by default all files. Now if I just select this, you know that on my desktop I can right away see only the text files, right? Now that is a wonderful thing. I know there must be some question in your mind, is that how about removing this all file? What if I just want to always see this text file, right? Because what I did is, I just show you this again. I'm gonna run this, see what happened. I click here, so all files is also coming. So maybe the next time all file would be there, and I will have to change this to the my text file, and I do not want to do that. By default it should show me as text file. Maybe if I just do one thing, for example, I just comment this line, I don't need the text filter now. I was testing it and now I see that the testing is done, everything looks neat and clean. What I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna use the Excel. So what I use here is my Excel files. Okay, and then obviously that what is the extension of the Excel. So I'm just going to write here xlsx. Maybe I just need the macro enabled files, right? This way. And I can write here macro Excel files, whatever you want to write in this way. Now what will happen if you run this code? Look at this, guys. If you run this code, you again get to see all files, and when you click here, macro Excel files are coming, and it is actually functioning as well. The moment I select this, you get to see all the Excel macro files. But the problem is that why this is coming, right? Well, this can be a problem, this cannot be a problem. If you want to add the previous extensions as well, every time the code run, it is fine. But most of the time people don't want to add it. So I want that it should show only the one which I have added, which I have written in the code. So no other extension should show up. So what happens, you create the extension and you keep on running the code, so the previous commands also get registered in the VBA, and you will start seeing it. For example, if I again add one more filter, which is for the text, which is for maybe for .jpg file, and I just comment this line, then you will see my .txt, .xlsm, .jpg and all files. So that is something we would like to get rid of. Okay, so what you need to do very first time when you're adding these filters, just make sure that you should actually clear your filter. So you want to write here filters, and then you want to write here clear. So what will happen, this will clear all the previous filters. And now if I run the code again, I'm going to run this. Look at this, guys. You get to see only macro Excel file, and if you click here, you won't see anything. I think that's more interesting, that's more powerful, and obviously you get to see all the files here of which have an extension .xlsm, right? So if I just go ahead and now I just filter this particular piece, for example, I just go and comment this. I'm gonna run this again. Now what will happen, you will not see the xlsm now. Okay, if I just run this, you should be able to see the text files only. Look at this, text file is coming, and if I try to click here, nothing comes. Wonderful. And in fact, the help is that you get to see all the things here in the form of text files. So wherever you go in any folder, if I go to the documents, I just have this one txt file there. I know that, right? If I go to the D drive and I try to go in this any folder, for example, this folder doesn't have any text file. So that is something you can help your user, not really search for your particular extension file, because if you have 50 files and all the 50 files have the different extensions, it's a little uncomfortable for somebody to really look out for what they're actually looking for, right? And I would say that when you make the codes, you make the code for your audience, right? Because you want that your audience should feel happy, right? So when I make the videos, I make the videos so that you guys should feel happy after watching it, and you shouldn't be saying that what crap you have watched, and it wasted your 40 minutes. So that's what actually you need to take care of. Okay, so that's it for now, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will wait for your comments, and please support me, do subscribe to the channel, and we're gonna come back with some another exciting stuff. Thank you so much for watching.